are the 6th July 2021, okay? And this is a podcast, and with me I have Ryan Baggett, great guys. He is doing the marketing with us, and I decided to invite him, and he started to know a little bit. Well, I would say more than that. He started to know our business very well, and he's gonna ask me, some questions, make me talk a little bit about where I'm come from, where I'm going.
Yes, I'm going to ask him these questions that have been prepared by the corporate office here at Gyro-Trac, but I might go a little off script. I'm the marketing guy for Gyro-Trac and have learned to love Danielle working for him and his company. And we've got some questions here, but I just want to say, first of all, you're the most interesting guy that I've met probably in my adult life.
Wow,
and you're absolutely fearless. You've got, if you haven't listened to his podcast about the axe, the hatchet, go back and listen to that one. This guy's got stories on top of stories, and some are just absolutely absurd. They sound just too crazy to be true, but he's got witnesses.
Yeah, oh yeah. It is. What is great, Ryan, well, I don't know if it's great, but Ryan pushed me in the corner. I don't want to talk publicly, try to stay on the radar all the time. And he said, look, to do some Facebook and all those kind of stuff. I said, wow, no way. And, marketing, communication, contact, exposure, that's the way to go. And I tell you what, Ryan's doing a great job.
Well, I appreciate it. It's really, my job's easy. And I'd like to talk about Facebook here in a little bit, because I'd like to think when we first met, this guy did not believe in social media. Did that? I think he sees the benefit. There's a reason why I can convince him over and over to get on video. Obviously, they're working, but you're not a Silicon Valley guy. You're not a city slicker, right?
No.
So tell the folks a little bit about yourself.
Well, it's me and my wife. We have my three boys. We have a very special. I would challenge a lot of people if they can beat us about our story, because immigration. We're talking about immigration. People move, but us, we didn't need to come here. We had a business.
Successful.
I have over 100 employees. Everything was fine. I have a seaplane in the back. Nice house, nice view. But it's cold like crazy. Overcast, all the time. And anyway.
It's like Winterville or something like that, right?
Yeah. We move it and we give up everything. We start all over again. But I have a lot of experience. And now I'm almost 62 years old. I start to realize that my vision is pretty good. I have many years ahead of us. I know where I'm going. And to me, it's the electricity power plant.
And this is what gets me so excited. I've been lucky enough to work, tell you guys about the fun clients that I have. Some of them aren't so fun, maybe, but I get to work with a lot of different companies and see a lot of different things. I had no idea what mulching was until Ryan Bishop came along and was like, I need help here marketing my business. And then I learned about Gyro-Trac. Now it's just a part of my vocabulary here. The internet is just connecting things in a way that it's never been done before. The things that are possible now are just so obtainable. But what separates you is, instead of choosing, because it is your choice, you chose to move from Canada to where you did here in South Carolina.
Yeah.
You chose to listen to the crazy guy with the camera, be in front of the camera, make an audience look at you. Yeah. And I think that fearlessness is what attracts me continually, to hear more and more of your story. Once I understood your true vision of where you want to be, this is the reason why I come here every single week, and I'll never say no to you guys, because his mission, y'all, is a lot more than just generating currency here.
I ride my bicycle every day. I put 2 hours every day on the bicycle for my body, my mind, and also I'm learning about the business when I'm riding the bicycle. And I've seen so many good entrepreneurs. They think that they're working on something for 1 year or 2 years, and for them that's been very, very, very long, and they expect the result after 2 years. Me, I'm telling you, I'm working on a project for 20 years,
Yes,
25 years,
real
and I can
patience.
see it. It's coming, and we have to establish the good foundation for a huge business. And like the bicycle, if you won't go at point B, you leave at point A, and you can go, let's say, 25 miles per hour, but you have a headwind at 20 miles per hour. That means you're moving only 5 miles per hour.
Moving nowhere.
Most of the guys, after a while, they turn around. They go with the tailwind. Yeah, that's having fun. They go with the tailwind. But at the end of the day, they're still at A. Me, I'm still moving. And when one day I'm gonna have a tailwind, well, I'm going to be at B. The next one will be C. We're talking about patience, perspicacity, persistence, and for a project that produce electricity across the world on a small scale to help people. That's our dream. Me and my wife Patricia.
And the more and more I learned about the actual mission of what Danielle wants to do, far beyond just the huge corporation of Gyro-Trac, it connected with me in a way that I never expected. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe this is a thing. This is just a made-up word. So when my wife and I went to Africa, South Africa, a year or two ago, and I saw the way that people lived in another part of the world where electricity was not there, where garbage was everywhere. We were on the highways seeing essentially villages made out of looked like cardboard and tin roofs, yet they all had satellites stealing electricity from what we heard, but they have such a poor quality of life, and I don't know how they're able to do it. When I look at my life and how lucky I am to have air conditioning, to not have filth everywhere I go, and so whenever, like after the 85,000th time you explained to me in your very thick accent what your dream is, and it clicked.
Yeah.
It all made sense, and since then headlines everywhere about what we're talking about have been popping up.
Absolutely. South Africa, it's not bad. You go in West Africa, it's terrible. And me, everybody's talking, government's talking about invest a ton of money to produce electricity with no gas effect, okay? And they putting a lot of subside. Give you an example, they try to burn the biomass because we know that the biomass on the ground, if you leave it there, has no value, but he's going back to the atmosphere anyway. That's mean they subside those big boiler, $50, $100 million. But me, I don't believe in that. I believe in the small unit who become completely autonomous in his own environment. I give you an example. You have a neighborhood with 400 house. Well, those 400 house produce garbage, and also the landscape produce a lot of fiber. The tree trimming guys, always coming back after 2 years, 3 years. Well, we have a 25 pattern, and we have a lot of pattern who cover that. All those guys cut the branch, they chip the branch, they put in the truck, and on the top of that, they have to go to the landfill, which they're wasting their time, plus they have to pay the most of the time to get rid of it. Us, we propose to storage, be able to transportation, be able to burn in their own environment. This means it's a low footprint, and the branch will be there next 3 years. The garbage is going to be there. It means a small unit like 250 kilowatt, can produce maybe 100 house, 200 house. But if you're talking about Africa, wonderful. Means every place where there is a human being produce. By the way, you have been shocked when you went in South Africa.
Right.
Okay? I guarantee you, every human being like to improve their lifestyle.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, it's a no-brainer, right?
Exactly.
Don't tell me that, you go to West Africa and there is no road, nothing. Those guys live in the small house all together and eating the food in the same plate. Don't you think that those guys would like to...
I think without a doubt, there's no question.
First, bring the electricity. Look, You look at the big guys like Microsoft, all those guys. They try to figure out how they can invest their money. They have so much money. They try to figure out how they can invest the money. Like Microsoft, water. Okay, we need to supply the water. Have to push the money and to keep going. Us, we're talking about something is completely autonomous. Completely autonomous. It's going to grow by themselves.
I've heard the same story. He is one to draw things on the whiteboard all the time to explain what he's saying, and a part of it is
I don't speak English. That's why.
He thinks he's got not good English. His English is great. His accent's very thick because he's like a lumberjack here. Yeah. But the thing to me that it just blows my mind when I was able to see for myself in video form, him showing me examples to piece the puzzle together, and then when his son Francois explained the terrain that they were working with, and going up and down mountains and having to transport things, and it just completely clicked how it can have the application to the United States here all the way to Africa where they have no power. And this is something that is completely sustainable, and we're both fans of automation, making things automatic because we like to work smarter.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just a genius thing, and I hope that we can make this thing happen with the right partner we might have made a video with here.
Why it takes so much time is organized step by step the foundation. If you have the vision and you know what you needed, I'll give you an example. Our Nexus, in fact, we have a patent pending on this. Our Nexus, one phone number. This phone number is, right now, our bread and butter is our merger. Okay, no doubt. But this is nothing to compare where we're going. But we need that to move forward. We need gas, we need cash flow, we need, okay? But the Nexus that we put in place is also for those power plant that we're going to put together, because we'll be able to control the power plant here in Summerville at this 3 number. I mean, we try to eliminate the middleman as maximum as we can and grow here around this phone number with the right people. Engineer, mechanic, electric engineer, the guy who can answer the phone and have access to all the department to get the right answer. Today, which is great, we can troubleshooting all the machine we put on the market. We can even stop an engine. We can see a fuse.
It's so cool to see this in the back office there. He's showing me the list of, these are all the machines that are running. Yeah. These are the guys that they're not running for whatever reason. Yeah. And we can do anything that we want to do. We can help. We can assist.
That's my ear. That's my eye. If he is in the cab, you can turn the key on. I see everything. Okay. I put the finger on the problem.
And you're doing that to take care of the customer, and that I think is what clicked to me. We need the dealers like they need us because we provide the product. Yeah. But for me, the dealer has a different goal. The dealership exists to make sales. They exist to make sales. That is their job. That is not a bad thing. We need the dealerships to make the sales, but at the same time, you're here to build brand. Your brand is providing the solution to so many people. You care about their end result. It's not like you've made a sale and now they're sayonara. I just heard Ryan Bishop tell me about Nexus again. Yeah. He just got solved. It was some little thing, just like Andy said. What to me is so interesting is me being the media guy, going out and about doing this lifestyle stuff, is all the stuff you're selling these people on. I see it being used in real time. It is incredible.
We can save a lot of time. And also we can send them a report how much money they spend per month on their machine. And it's not only that, we prepare the resale the machine at the auction one day. Because in 5 years, when the machine, the guy decide to refresh, and a new kid on the block doesn't have money, he go to the auction, well, he's going to pay the big price because his machine is fully equipped. Okay? It's fully equipped, and we pay for it. We're gonna keep the system live until the machine is on the junkyard. I mean, the customer, for us, is very important. That's we try to put it back at work as soon as possible.
Man, thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to work for you and the whole team.
Thank you for work where you help us a lot here by pushing us. The next, we figured out how to bring the wife here.
Yes, the wife episode.
And she has a nice looking too.
Yes, definitely. Both nice looking wives, man. Well, thank you so much.
Okay,
we'll see
thank
y'all
you.
soon.